In the other heavyweight Grand Prix quarterfinal, former UFC heavyweight champion Josh Barnett will throw down with Brett Rogers. The baby-faced assassin enters the bout on a 6-fight winning streak with a record of 29-5. Rogers was undefeated until back-to-back knockouts from Fedor Emelianenko and Alistair Overeem, but is fresh off a win over Ruben Villarreal and carries a record of 11-2.
Yeah, I think Barnett will probably take that one. Barnett's one of the best heavyweights in the world. He's been inactive for a while though, so we'll see what the ring rust is. But again, you know, Rogers, the guy when he gets counted out, he's had some big knockouts when he was counted out. So,
what's Josh going to look like coming back? We haven't seen him for a long time. So, if it's the Josh of old, it's hard to go against him, right? He's most likely going to win that fight. But that remains to be seen what kind of ring rust there's going to be for Josh and things like that. You know, doing pro wrestling, you're staying active, but let's be honest, it's not fighting.
Quarterfinal action continues in the Strikeforce heavyweight tournament Saturday night as former Pride star Josh Barnett draws Elite XC veteran Brett Rogers. This fight marks the return of the baby-faced assassin to North American soil after failing a steroid test prior to his bout with Fedor Emelianenko at Affliction Trilogy in 2009, which subsequently led to the organization closing its doors for good. Since then, the former UFC heavyweight champion has racked up 2 straight wins over Mighty Mo
as we anticipated, it's over.
And Geronimo dos Santos.
Look at these right hands and
he will look to establish himself to the North American audience as a legitimate threat in the heavyweight tournament.
Brett the Grim Rogers. And down goes James Thompson.
Looking to spoil the party is heavy-handed juggernaut Brett Rogers. Hungry for a win, the Team Bison product is coming off a lackluster performance against Ruben Villarreal at Warrior 1 New Blood.
What? Oh man, I don't agree with that whatsoever.
Despite going 1-3 in his last 4 fights, 2 of those losses were to former Pride heavyweight champion Fedor Emelianenko and current Strikeforce heavyweight champion Alistair Overeem. Despite being comfortable anywhere the fight goes, the submission wrestler Barnett will undoubtedly look to get this fight to the canvas rather than engage in a slugfest with the Grim, who loves to play the role of the spoiler. Barnett looks to impress in his Strikeforce debut, while Rogers hopes to re-establish himself as one of the heavyweight division's elite.
This is a classic striker versus grappler. Does Brett Rogers have the skills to avoid a ground and pound and takedown from Josh Barnett?
First, I want to give a shout out to Lorian and Blake in Vancouver at Tactics MMA for putting me through the ringer. But to answer your question, absolutely not. I think Josh Barnett is still one of the most talented fighters in the heavyweight division. I think that he'll be able to close the distance, tie up Brett Rogers, and take this fight down to the ground. We do know that Rogers has spent time at the Body Shop in California training with Antonio McKee, learning how to sprawl and brawl and learning how to wrestle. So if he can keep this fight standing, it could be a short night for the baby-faced assassin, but I don't think so. I think Barnett is too experienced, he's too explosive, and he is too dynamic, and I think he will get this fight down to the ground and lock up a submission.